All right, what up, YouTube? This is No Cap, No Filter. I'm your host, Molly G, back at y'all in the episode of Running With You. And today we got to run about Micheal Beasly, man. Micheal Beasly, he pretty much be keeping it real, give you the raw and uncut truth, you know. And he basically was on Shannon Sharpe's show, and I think he was talking about female femininity and, how it's like they superpower. We always talk about it on the show and how women can turn a house into a home. I just seen a little portion of it is so we basically gonna be reacting to it together. Let's see what he talking about though without further ado.
I enjoy the woman running the house and the man running around it.
Yeah.
Because, bro, I've been to these niggas' houses with no girlfriend. It smell like pee in the bathroom. I don't like it. As soon as you get a woman to doctor that shit up, now you the player.
That's a home.
Right?
Yeah.
Your house now, you only know what to do because she told you how to smell that.
Yeah.
Bro, women, they need to understand the power they have.
Right.
Because a man is only as strong as the women he chooses to follow. But when they all out here want to shake ass after Meg and Sexy Red, lace fronts and this, it's like now we sitting here
What we doing?
watching, argue with niggas over who brings what to the table. Ain't that
And it's funny because he had Meg on his show and he talking about some what we doing. But yeah, man, Micheal Beasly, you could tell Micheal Beasly one of them carefree people. He just gonna tell it like it is. You could just tell how he showed up to this interview with his hair. Like he just one of them people, accept me for who I am. I ain't trying to please nobody. But yeah, man, how he said, man, female doctor up your house, woman could turn a house into a home. I truly believe that, like you could have a woman come over, she could cook, she could clean, and she could leave her mark, and she could be just doing little things, the little simple things, organizing stuff in your pantry, cleaning up and organizing stuff in the corner of your counter. You might got snacks over here on your counter. You might got like a box with something with like two more items in it. She might take that box, put them two items out, and put that box in the trash, and just have stuff nice and neat. She might make up your bed for you when she leave in the morning. She might organize the bathroom with all your stuff in the restroom closet. Like just little sudden woman touches, dog, be good, dog. It ain't nothing like living in a clean house, dog. And I'm all about the old-fashioned tradition, roles, the old-fashioned gender roles. Man, he go, for the most part, put the take care of most of the responsibilities for the house as far as money wise, and as far as certain things that need to be fixed, the man gonna take care of. But as far as keeping the house nice, clean, and tidied up, and cooking and things of that nature, the woman take care of that stuff. With involving the kids, the women taking care of that. Like I'm all about this type of stuff now. That don't mean that the man can't cook here and there. That don't mean that if it's something that can be, fixed or something, if the woman capable of doing it, go ahead on and do it, But for the most part, with like the bigger things, I'm all for the gender roles. And one thing a female be failing to realize in this generation is the femininity is the superpower. And a lot of people, always be asking, oh, why they choosing this? Why they choosing that? Because I just think a lot of those people in those cultures are raising their kids up for femininity, but our people are raising our little girls up to fuck a nigga. Niggas ain't shit. You don't need a nigga, stuff like that, when they should just be seeking out good men, that value them and treat them right, not what they can do for them, and then get misled and get expectations not met.
a funny argument?
You notice that too? That seems to be the theme now, right now, Bees.
Yeah, but okay. From the man side, all the men saying is, yo, are you gonna come here and help me pay some bills? That's it. These motherfuckers ain't making no money right now. In the business world, the black woman is the new black man. They making more money than us, right? All the woman is saying is, I don't clean my house, right? Because every woman will say, oh, what you want me to come in here and cook and clean and cook and clean and cook? All right, right now, as it stands, I pay my own bills and you pay your own bills, correct?
Right.
Cool. You telling me when I pay our bills in one house that you don't want to cook? I got one question to ask you. How many dirty tampons is behind your toilet right now? How many eyelashes is in your bed? And when is the last time have you changed the sheets?
Right.
If you complaining about laundry, when the last time you bought new underwear?
He's saying exactly what I be saying all the time. Like when a woman be talking about, oh, I don't want to cook, I don't want to clean, you know, and all this. If I'm staying with you, especially if the man is paying the bills, you do that already by yourself, along with paying your bills. So if I'm taking that off your hands for covering up the financial part of the bills, when if we were to move together, why you can't take it off of me from cooking and cleaning for the most part? Now, I ain't saying you just got to clean everything for me. Like I ain't got to just ever wash a dish. I ain't got to ever wash my clothes. I ain't got to ever fold my clothes. I ain't got to ever vacuum. I'm not saying I ain't ever got to, you know, say, you know what, girl, I'm going to go ahead on and cook for us tonight. I got you. You just chill. You know, I ain't saying that ain't ever got to come into play. But for the most part, you know, you do that. You take this, you alleviate this from me, you know. You scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. You making life easier for me as far as when I come home, I'm making life easier for you as far as you can stay home. You see what I'm saying? You see how that works? You know, both parties are getting needs met. Female are attracted to masculinity, provision, security. Men are attracted to softness, femininity, and nurturing. And that's another part about being in the house, the whole nurturing aspect of it. You know, can she raise my kids right? Can she raise my kids the way I see fit? You know, can she nurture me to, if, you know, the kid's sick, I'm sick, I need my back rubbed. I probably need something done to my skin. Like I like all that, you know, like I getting up in the skin, getting in the pores, getting the blackhead out, like stuff like that, like all that type of stuff. It ain't that hard.
No, right? And then the high value man sit there and watches the women say, I want a man that wants $100,000, and then what we say to that? 100,000, right? What we say, ew, I won't kick with dumb roaches. Wise men don't say nothing at all, but now we're in the era of the closed mouths don't get fed. So we just sit there and watch them argue at the table. And remember, they said from a distance you can't tell who's the fool.
You could kind of see he trying to, you know, throw salt on a whole red pill logic and stuff, you know, ever since Kevin Samuels hit the internet.
That's what our women are doing today. And our niggas. I tell women, if a nigga come to ask you what you bring to the table, tell him you're not helping with your bills and move the fuck on. If a woman, I am the table, tell her to go clean her house and move the fuck on. You dirty, nasty. Ew. That's real shit. Acts like real. That's what I think about the table.
Yeah, man. I mean, what y'all think, man? Do y'all think women could turn houses into homes? Do y'all believe that people should live separate nowadays? Just the type of climate we in. Do y'all believe, man, you done had your fair share of living with a woman and just not all that cracked up to be? Let me know down in the comment section y'all experiences, and let me know how y'all feeling about this whole topic right here. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, what you're waiting on. Until next time, I'm out.